Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And this is Sophie. Isn't she cute? Anyways, sorry, she just doesn't want to be let go right now. I want to talk about what I'm planning on playing come rotation. After rotation, what my standard deck of choice, yes, Sophie, is for the future formats. And while we still have Temporal Forces yet to come, should be coming soon, and there is a card that could help this deck, I'm kind of 50-50 on whether or not I'm playing it. So, obviously the deck is based around Glimmoria, and you have clearly seen that Mime Jr. deck that was super popular. Thank you everyone that watched it. And yeah, that was a funny deck, and Glimmoria was the best way to make Mime Jr. semi-viable, and it just made me want to play more Glimmoria, and I just really love the damage, the poison, the disruption, the prize denial, everything. So if you jump down, okay. I think she wants to go back into the house, but she has to wait until I'm done recording. And so, Glimmoria EX is a fantastic card, and it does have a shiny variant, which is cool looking. I really like this full art, though, with the green and whatnot, but the standard art is still just as cool because it breaks the border with its nose? Face? Something? Whatever that is. And so, right. Glimmoria EX has that ability where when it's in the active, your opponent can't have more than 4 Pokemon in play, limiting their bench size to 3, and 1 in the active makes 4. And so it's a very interesting way that it disrupts your opponent because it can remove key aspects of their deck from the table. You can't really have, like, let's see, you have an attacker, backup attacker, the barrel for draw, and like Manaphy maybe to try to limit it. And a lot of people would think, oh, it's a great way to get threats off the table, but no, actually, it's a great way to just slow down your opponent and prevent them from playing out their hand. So when they're playing Professor's Research to draw, they're actually discarding a lot more valuable cards, you know? They can't play down that Pokemon. Their bench of 3 is full. They can't play it down to possibly gain value from it later. They're going to have to discard that and then recover it to play another one, and that is the way it is more disruptive. And I absolutely love it. 140 plus the opponent's Pokemon's poisoned, you're 2-hit KOing, which isn't great, but it's not terrible either. It's right in the middle. And we are playing Hisuian Sneasler because that survives rotation, to increase our poison a little bit more. Of course, we're also playing the single prize Glimmoria here, and I say single prize, but really it's a half prize. Because of that Shattering Crystal ability, when this Pokemon is knocked out, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent can't take any prize cards for it, which is phenomenal. It can really keep you ahead on the prize race. The biggest problem I've ran into is flipping too many heads, and then I just the deck stalls out, and it can't do it anymore. And that's only on decks that are specifically able to counter this deck. There's not a lot that can. And of course we're playing the Glimmet with the Ascension attack because we want to evolve up. Even if we aren't getting that attack, it's still valuable to evolve up to at least the single prize Glimmoria here in order for that Shattering Crystal to possibly just stall them, right? So it is pretty valuable. And with a single energy attack on Glimmoria, 2 energy on Glimmoria EX, it's not that demanding. I threw in Manaphy and Jirachi because you gotta, right? There are decks out there that will run rampant, just messing you up, messing up your bench, and these are 2 great ways to protect it. Manaphy from any bench hitters, which there seems to be a lot more bench hitters, at least I was thinking that in Paldea Evolved. Not so much thinking about now, but, you know, it's something to keep in mind. And then Jirachi, clear counter to Sableye. from Lost Box, you know? So that's a great one. And then you might be interested to see this Rotom V. Rotom V is pretty good draw. It just draws 3, but it ends your turn. However, my thought process is when you are poisoning your opponent, there will be times where you poison them. They stay in the active and attack or end their turn or whatever, and it becomes your turn. You don't need to poison them again. You might as well use that instant charge ability, draw up, get a few more cards, pass the turn, and they'll take that poison damage still, right? So that's my thought process there. Or it can help just draw you out of a bad hand. I did have Squawkabilly in here, and it just seemed like I was discarding too many key cards in the beginning. You know me and being afraid of discard, right? So let's go ahead and show off energy. Energy, 10 fighting. Moving on. Going into trainers here, you will see that I have Bruno still in the deck, because I don't know what to replace Bruno with. Bruno is such good shuffle draw, and it only works when your opponent has knocked out a Pokemon. Doesn't mean they've taken a prize because of that single prize Glimmoria, but then I get to shuffle draw 7. And there's an argument to throw in Atticus, is that how you say his name? Which shuffle draw 7 if your opponent's active is poisoned. My only issue with that is my poison only comes from attacks. So I have to attack, they have to be poisoned. Then it goes into their turn, they have to not move out of the active, it become my turn, they take poison damage, and them not to be KO'd by then for Atticus to work. So I'm not that big of a fan of Atticus. This is where I want some community feedback. What would you throw in here? Let's just go to draw, and we will... Avery, I'm already bringing their bench down to 3. Is Avery really going to be beneficial? I was thinking Acerolla's Premonition, but that rotates. I was also thinking Barasius. Barasius I play in the Lost Bundle deck, and it's just when you get that big hand size, you can just shuffle it all back in, draw another hand out, and see if it's any better. I'm not against it, but I'm not really loving that idea, because this deck has Trekking Shoes, it's got Gutsy Pickaxe, both of those things. So, Gutsy Pickaxe, yeah, that doesn't rotate. Sorry. So I'm not 100% sure if Barasius is the right option. I was thinking about, what was the card name? Parasol Lady. I was thinking about Parasol Lady because it does have that shuffle draw 4 that Bruno has, but with that upside of draw 8 if it's your first turn going second. And setting up could be huge, and that could really help. But I don't know. So go ahead, jump down in the comments what you think I should put in here. I might even do a poll based off everyone's suggestions. Maybe Judge? Maybe Iono. You know, but that's why I'm throwing it to you all. See what you all have to say about this, and, you know, help me make a better standard deck. Another key card in here is the Forest Seal Stone. Because we are playing the Rotom, we can play Forest Seal Stone. We can use Star Alchemy. We can go grab whatever card we need, which is often going to be a boss's orders to trap something in the active or get that KO we need or something along those lines. Or a switch to get something out of the active. And that stuff. So Forest Seal Stone, definitely going to be valuable. And that's why I went with Rotom over Squawkabilly. So yeah, let's see. I did have Clara in the deck. Now I only have Super Rods because I'm trying to make it post-rotation ready. And I'm so sad that we are losing Clara. Clara is such a good card. I hope we get it reprinted soon. I haven't looked through a lot of Temporal Forces, so maybe there's something else in there. The big debate, though, is Calamitous Wasteland, which increases the retreat cost of non-fighting basic Pokemon by 1, right? So I trap something in the active, and now it's harder to retreat and remove the poison. Or do I go with the Temporal Forces card, Dangerous Jungle? Here, let me see if I can throw that up real quick. There. Dangerous Jungle. It will just make Poison do 2 more damage counters, except to Darkness Pokemon. So there's really a debate there between those two. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to go with. And again, let me know down in the comments what you think I should go with. I really like the Calamitous Wasteland. It feeds that Jank side of it, but I'm also looking to have this be my standard deck come rotation, right? So I still got to keep that in mind, matchups and whatnot. I do have Cynthia's Ambition, similar to Bruno, just a way to have a Pokemon knocked out and draw cards. I'm not feeling as much value from it as I have been with Bruno, but maybe that's just more my play style, or maybe it's just the situational aspect of it. Often with Cynthia's, I find my hands getting clunked up with stuff where Bruno wipes that away, gets me a brand new hand, and we go for it. That's why I'm thinking Parasol Lady could be nice, or Iono, or even something else. One day I'm going to make a Nemona-focused deck that uses Nemona's backpack and just draws 3 every turn, right? So one day, not thinking Yearn for mines, that's what I'm calling it. I'm not thinking this deck, but hey, maybe one day. And of course, like I said, I've got Trekking Shoes and Gutsy Pickaxe. Keep this deck moving as fast as possible, right? So, yeah, that's the deck. I figure, why don't we just go play it real quick here? And again, this is for post-rotation matchups. This is for post-rotation play in general. This is my standard deck. Oh, geez. You don't need to see my desktop. Jeez. There's, like, stuff on there that makes me look old. Like, Firefox. Call the starting coin flip. Tails. Tails never fails. Come on. Captain's How. No, it's supposed to be Captain Show. At least I assume. So here I'm going first because we're playing a Stage 1 deck. We want that first evolution. But again, oh no. This is bad. This is so bad. This is the worst possible start I could get. I'm gonna attach a Jirachi and pass. If we get another basic Pokemon off the top deck here, we could play that down and Gutsy Pickaxe and be moving slightly faster. Ooh, Geodude. Interesting. You know, I was really thinking about a, what am I trying to say? A, Golem deck. And I'm hoping that's what this is. I remember being impressed with Golem. Don't remember exactly what it is, what does. So, it's just my brain being terrible. Ooh, we got 2 basics out. Very nice. I'm going to attach that to Jirachi. I could Super Rod the 1 energy in. I'm not going to, and I'm going to wait on retreating. Hoping they aren't playing Calamitous Wasteland themselves, as it probably... It won't affect the Geodude, and it doesn't affect things that evolve, so why would they play Calamitous Mountain really to affect me? And if they do keep Jirachi in the active with that, I'm going to be so cheesed. I'm going to be so upset and feeling real cheesed, you know? So, yeah. I've also been trying to clean up my workspace out here. It's not going well. I want to get a 3rd monitor hooked up, and that way I can do webcam battles. What do you all say about webcam battles? Yay or nay? Let me know down in the comments. I'm going to bring out Nest Ball. We're going to, wow, grab our 3rd and final Glimmet. And I'm going to charge energy. And that's going to get me 2 energy. Nice, nice. Next turn, I will be able to retreat Jirachi, put up a Glimmet, attach an energy, use the Ascension attack, and possibly play down Calamitous Wasteland. Ooh, Lake Acuity could be useful for me. But I just don't think 20 is enough for my deck. Maybe it's more for their stuff, but ooh, Hoopa is out there. I didn't realize that was Hoopa EX, and we got Great Tusk EX. This is the old Great Tusk, too. That's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so we just got an energy, which is real sad. Real sad. Retreat that. Put up Glimmet. Gonna play down that Calamitous Wasteland, even though it doesn't really affect them. And we're going to evolve into the single prizer here. I could have evolved into the 2-prizer, but I chose not to because if they knock out, if they, like, somehow get Great Tusk up and going, or they evolve up into Geodude and they knock me out, I don't really want a 2-prizer to be knocked out, giving my opponent a huge advantage, right? So, yeah. And I do play 2... What does Poppy do? Move up to 2 energy from one of your Pokemon to another one. Oh, they moved it off the Geodude. Interesting. They're expecting the Geodude to be knocked out. I mean, yeah. Oh, I could go for a spicy play. Do I go for the spice? I'm going to Ultra Ball. 1, 2. Done. I'm going to grab a Glimmoria here. Then I'm going to Super Rod all 3 energy back. Now, this might have been a bad idea, but there we go. I have a 4th one in there? The retreat, that's what it was. Okay. Because I've super rodded twice now. And sadly, like, Hisuian Sneasler, a Glimmet is in there in the prizes. What else could be in the prizes, you know? Hoopa is ready to go, 200 damage, but they gotta get Geodude out of the active. Now, the nice thing is that if Geodude doesn't get out of the active, they're going to, past turn, Geodude will be knocked out, they're going to be forced to put something in the active. Beautiful. This is what we want. We'll grab a prize. First one, number 1, another Super Rod. Great, that's not what I needed. What are they going to put up? A Hoopa? They put up Hoopa, so we're going to get some damage onto this Hoopa. Thank goodness. We got an energy. So the Glimmoria will be ready to go next turn. But yeah. Oh, I could have put it on the Glimmet, and I could have Ascensioned because he's going to be poisoned. Oh, that would have been so spicy. But yeah, I didn't. So, oh well. Come on, heads. Come on, heads. Ah, it was tails. Dang it. Alright, Glimmoria. Come on. Yeah, Hoopa's taking 120. When I pass turn, it'll be at 180. And then this guy's going to have to make the choice. Captain Show is going to have to make the choice on retreating the Hoopa or letting it be KO'd, right? Now, we are operating no hand right now, which is very scary. I'm really hoping for a supporter. Maybe I shouldn't have played that Super Rod last turn, because it would have... Not playing the Super Rod would have increased my chances of hitting a draw card, which currently I'm not hitting. Rotom is also trapped in the prizes currently, so that's also interesting. So it looks like Great Tusk is ready for battle, but the first attack is not great, and the second attack really hurts itself. So, are they going to save the Hoopa or let it get KO'd and it become my turn? Now, I do have to hope that I am able to get a energy my next turn. That's what I need, that's what I want, is a energy. To get this Glimmoria attacking, right? They only did 50? Why? What? I'm confused. Was that just a misclick? Ooh, Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. Beautiful. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but that just worked out perfectly for us. Energy here. Energy here. Oof, 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 there. I'm gonna regret it, I know it, but it's just so much fun to do. So 80, 160, I'll go up to the 2-prizer, which they can't one-hit KO, but if they do the 250 to it, then that is 50 more damage to them, and they will KO themselves. Wait, do I put up the single prizer? I have to. I gotta. I put up the single prizer, because they're going to KO themselves regardless now. Yeah, exactly. I had my math right. Another fighting energy. Onto that Glimmet. End turn. They get KO'd. They're going to bring up Golem. Alright, so I got one more prize to go. And I'm getting ready to throw down the 2 prizer, right? Now, let's see, 50 damage does 120 more next turn. That is scary. Okay. They discard Calamitous Wasteland. Oh no! So they can do 120 plus 180. They can do a little too much for my liking, honestly. So I might throw Jirachi up. I don't know. Nice, nice. So we survive. Let's Nest Ball, another Glimmet. Let's play down this Rotom, right? And then we can Cynthia's Ambition for 5. We get an energy so we can poison. We get an Ultra Ball so we can grab our evolution, or we can just Trekking Shoes into it. Beautiful. I will evolve that up, and let's get the poison going. So we're going to poison. That's going to be 80. It comes back to our turn, 160. We can do 140, and that would equal 300. Then they would take 30 for poison. Right? That's like perfect math. Do they have boss? No, they have escape rope. Okay. Take Jirachi. Take it. I don't care. That's A-okay by me. You can have it. It is a gift. There's the boss. Okay, they're going to go for, yeah, the Glimmoria, because they can KO it. What does that do? Nothing much. Okay. They take 2 prizes. Not great for us. But Bruno is now going to draw us more cards. Where Iono would really mess with us right now, right? So, like, what do you do? What would you do for a Klondike bar? I'm going to... I don't really want to discard boss, but it's not bad. Yeah, let's do it. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Glimmoria, single prizer. Now, if they have another boss, we lose. They're just going to boss up Rotom V and be done with it. So, what can we do? Force Seal Stone. I don't think there's anything that will protect us like that. I'll throw down an energy there. Trekking Shoes. Yes, I will take that. Force Seal Stone. Might as well use it to, what, Super Rod? I got a 3rd one, right? Yeah, there we go. Let's Super Rod. And go 1, 2, 3? Maybe? Nest Ball the Glimmet down. Okay. And Poison Petals. Oh, I should have drawn 3 with Rotom. I'm dumb. Sorry. Right. So, if they don't have boss, we win. Flat out. Arven. Beautiful. They don't have boss. So, okay. They can also just, like, Nest Ball for a basic, but it's going to be a chunky basic, right? Nope. So they're going to retreat into Geodude, and then I just poison Geodude to death. Because Stiffen is 30 less damage, but that doesn't include, oh, no, they didn't retreat. We just win. Cool. Coolio. That's awesome. Woohoo! I love it. And we flipped heads. The final nail in their coffin. I just flip heads. Alright. Glimmoria EX will come down. I've got a fighting energy. And then I'm just going to Rotom instant charge, end my turn, and win the game. There we go. Now, how much fun is that, right? So, yeah, Bruno needs to be swapped out. And that's, like, the only card that's not post-rotation currently, because I can't find a good one. And I'm hoping Temporal Forces, I have a picture up here of Temporal Forces. That's why I'm looking to it. Might have something that I can use. I don't know, though. With the new inclusion of Ace Specs returning... Ooh, I went up a level. Let's do a mini opening. Level 29. Yeah. Gonna hit collect there. Yep. And so with A-Specs returning, that means you can have one Radiant Pokemon. You can use one V-Star power per turn, and you'll have one A-Spec in your deck. It's all kind of ridiculous. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be such a fun format. Ooh, Shiny Palmo. Nice. And Gardevoir EX. Okay. There we go. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on Bruno. That's the main one. Secondary is the Stadium Calamitous Wasteland. I like it, but is Dangerous Jungle just better? Getting 2 more damage counters, meaning you can KO a 100 HP Pokemon? Like, through 1 turn of poison, 200 when it returns to you, and like that speeds up the deck a heck of a lot. But is that worth it, or is the disruption aspect a little bit better? Let me know. And then yeah, Bruno, what am I gonna do? Bruno rotates. It's the only card in here that rotates, and I don't know what to replace it with. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. The growing community here is awesome, and I'm hoping to bring more Pauper content. If you're interested in that, go and join the Discord down below. There is someone that is organizing Pauper tournaments on their Discord, and there's a link to their Discord in my Discord, so like be sure to check that out. You'll gotta go through a couple links, but I swear it's worth it. And yeah, and of course, go ahead, like, subscribe if you want. I really appreciate it. I love seeing numbers go up, and so when they do, I get happy. So feed me dopamine by doing those. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.